and that amount of money that is being spent gets to some astonishing dimensions, about 3 billion a year. In order to optimize it, to turn this data more sustainable, we developed this data compression technology called FX Code that turns any sort of digital file into a highly compressed image. When compared to other technologies on the market, FX Code gets to be up to 300% more efficient when compressing documents. And we are aiming to use that technology on several types of clients, which include enterprise content management, government agencies, bank, insurance, data centers, and all that kind. This technology was developed at Finxi, a shipping-oriented business lab, where we have master's degrees, programmers, and PhD programmers that are passionate about technology. Currently, our business model involves the licensing and implementation costs. We have this very powerful patent-filed technology, and we are already shipping it to several clients in Brazil. Our next step is to improve this technology in order to get more power, more speed on processing, and extend it to other file types. We're currently looking for an amount of $1 million to $2,000 in investment on an investment plan of 18 months. And we plan to reach in 5 years up to 50 million large clients, and being that 10 data centers. It's important to notice that these clients not necessarily mean that they are data centers, but they rely on data centers or storage or transfer of data in order to have their technology running, with a return of investment in 24 months, and the possibility of acquisition by a large company of storage and SEM providers. And that's about it. Thank you very much. Questions?
Yeah, so I have some questions for you. You're going to be targeting large corporate clients as some of your initial customers. What's the background of the team related to selling into large enterprise?
That's a very good question. Currently, we are looking for partnerships. In Brazil, we have made a partnership with Caixa Econômica Federal and IBM. And the way we go is, usually there's a software behind it, and our technology enters in order to empower the software furthermore. And the company that performs the service by itself is the larger company that is hired by the users. For example, in this case, this bank is hiring IBM to handle their data with a software, and our company is being hired on a joint venture in order to optimize the software for the documents that are being transferred.
So your corporate client strategy is through partners, it's not through direct selling then?
No, it's through it's through partners and direct selling to these partners to get to the final client.
Okay. So again, what's the background of the team related to selling to large corporate clients and large partners? Because you mentioned IBM as one of the partners.
Yes.
So what's the background of the team to sell into that kind of an organization?
We have a few agents back in Brazil. We've been invested by Gavia Angels. We have 2 associates that are very capitalized in Brazil, and we're now bringing this to United States as well, looking for agents here in order to get to this. Our company, the members of our company are totally tech aligned and business aligned. The part of sales is one of our weaknesses that we are already solving it. In Brazil, we have solved it, and in the Silicon Valley, we are starting to solve it now.
So can you put like the problem within the context of the use case? So I understand that a lot of these institutions have large amounts of data, but I mean, like what are their costs associated with the lack of compression of files? I want to relate it to some kind of business case which is a lot more tangible to myself.
Okay, perfect. There was a case here in Brazil, back in Brazil, that one of our clients had a process to send all the data that he compiled on a day to all of his offices across the country, and it took him 10 hours a day to do that. Okay? So after our technology, we've reduced this amount of data that was around 27, 30 gigabytes to 2 gigabytes. And the waiting time, so he could do this process, ended up reduced to 1 hour and a half. It was about 90% of efficiency, not only for the storage cost, but also for his process. In the case of the bank I've mentioned, they are dealing with over 5 terabytes of data that are being transferred, and our technology is optimizing it in order to get this process to happen almost at real time. You're welcome.